From the beautiful campus of Casper College, it's the T-Birds Coaches Show, bringing you game breakdowns, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews. Here's your host, Tom Myler.
Hello, T-Bird fans. Welcome to another great episode of our Casper College Coaches Show. Once again, joining us today is Coach Andrew Sharman. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. And, man, I tell you what, I am excited for today because, you know, our little pre-conference here, we're having a good time. I think our actual show should be pretty good then.
Chilling.
Yeah, I mean, we're just having a good time. That's the point of these shows, right?
Absolutely.
It's not that we're trying to give you some inside information. It's just, you know, we're goofing around half the time.
Absolutely.
So
It's all good.
join us as we goof around with you today. So, Coach, you split the weekend. You lose to Central 3-1, and you beat Northwest in a sweep. Let's get into it, the good, the bad, and what can be improved.
You know, Central, we missed 13 serves again. Yeah, it's our serving game. We get into that, and then we start slow, then we battle back, and then we have that little moment. Then we lose like 4 points, and then we panic once it gets to like the 20 mark or the 17 mark. So we compete all the way up to 17, and then we just panic for some reason. Then we start missing serves. We hit a shank ball, or it's just crazy miscommunication. And then we did a little bit of change of the lineup on the third set. Energy was good. We blocked well, I thought. And again, though, we had a shot where we were going to let it go because we missed like 3 serves in a row. But we actually finished on the third, and then the fourth, we started off really well again, and then we got to a certain point, and then we started making errors. So we just got to get through that mental state at a certain time of the game.
So it almost sounds like a consistency issue here where it's like, hey, ladies, you're playing great. Keep doing it. Like, why are you stopping this? Why are you just like, oh, okay, now we don't need to play anymore? Like, how do you address this problem?
Well, you know, we talked about that after the Central match, and we talked about, you know, why do we go hard for a certain amount of points, and then once we get up to the double-digit mark, then we start to panic, and then that's when we stop doing things. And they just said we get so tight that we don't want to make a mistake. So I said, hey, first point and the last point is the same point. So you just have to play through it. And so we talked a little bit about things in the locker room, and they came out Saturday, and it was pretty consistent, and so which was really good to see. Energy was fantastic. If we would have played with the energy that we had on Saturday, we would beat a lot of teams that we saw this year. So hopefully we can continue that this week. Hopefully, you know, they saw that they can do it. I told them that now they can do it. They proved that they can do it. So hopefully we'll see that on Thursday because we'll need it.
There's light is what you're telling me.
Well, there is light, and what's crazy is that we did see it on Saturday, and it was really fun to coach them with that energy. You know, before it was a struggle. It was like pulling teeth, and
right.
But having that and them actually smiling and going hard and not worrying about making a mistake, they focused on the next play. So that was good to see that growth, I guess.
Yeah, it's taken half the season, but I mean, in a
Right.
random time to kind of see it, but I mean, it's there.
It is.
So that's what we've been talking about. It's like it's there. They need to see it.
They
right?
do. So hopefully, you know, again, you never know. It might have went in and because we slept. So, you know, who knows? We'll see. Practice wasn't very good yesterday, but it wasn't bad. So, so we'll see. We had a good practice this morning. We had individual work this morning, which was good. So we'll see if we can carry that on this week.
All right. So what was between the 2 games this last week? Did you have a favorite moment? Just an overall thing that you're just like, yeah, that was cool.
You know, I thought, you know, Mina actually went in there. We put Mina in there, and she got some blocks on Friday night and as well as Saturday. But I think her energy a little bit with the blocking, she got some skills involved there. So I think our defense also this last weekend really stepped up. And so I thought that excited me. That was, everybody likes the oohs and the ahs of the hits and things like that. But for me, to be honest, it is the people that really want to get after it, dig those balls, hit the floor, the hustle play to get the oohs and ahs.
Right, yeah, you need that defense to
you
even
do.
set up. I mean, we talk about passing all the time. I mean, yes, service too, but if you can't get the setup, you can't get the oohs and ahs.
Yeah, and that's what impressed me the most is our defensive effort, I think.
Any pancakes?
Actually, one of my middle, Emily Ware, actually did a pancake, which, hey, we were all like, hey.
That's an Uruguay moment.
Yeah,
for sure.
that is.
Might not have been a kill, but that's
so
something you're just
when a middle, steps in there and serves and is playing back row, and she gets the pancake, that's pretty impressive. So.
Cool. Oh, excuse me. I wish
so
I was there
good.
to see that one. But that sounds wonderful. All right, so we've got energy now. Hopefully they're going to keep the energy. We've got kind of a weird schedule since there's an odd number in the field. So
Correct.
It's Thursday, Saturday games. Thursday game at home, Saturday away. Western Wyoming we got on Thursday. Let's talk a little bit.
Yeah, Western Wyoming, they're probably, I would say they're the most consistent team out there just because they're returning 9.
Oh.
So they have their whole team back. They only lost 2 of their people that were on the squad. So I think they're going to be really, really smooth. They're used to playing with each other for 2 years now. And they're a really good blocking team too. So we're definitely going to need to be able to pass well, serve well, and then be able to find their open spots and hopefully use their blocks. But, they have the freshman of the year back in the middle, really strong player. And then they have another outside that was really, really good for them last year. So their setter is short, but plays extremely big. And so we're going to have to control her because she does like to be an offensive threat. So we just have to be on our game, and we need to put up some blocks against them as well.
And so I'm assuming what you mean by offensive threat, she likes to tip the ball over
She
once in
does.
a while. So how do you defend against things like that? So, I mean, obviously it makes sense with you got the hitter and then you're going to go up and block. But if you have a setter that just likes to get those quick tips, how do you, in rotation, or have her defend that?
Right. So we kind of watch on her film of where she likes to throw those balls. And so on defense, we always have 2 people on base. And so they're covering the tip. And then as soon as she sets the ball, then they're supposed to get back into their defenses. But we cover the tip shot where she likes to go the most. We always have somebody standing there. And then again, we take little mind games. If you tell her that, hey, I got the setter dump, she's like, hey, they know what I do. So
you're telling me we have to communicate.
We have to communicate, yes.
Oh, boy, all right.
Which I have some people that are doing well with that.
Okay. So,
some still need to work on that, but.
So what you're telling me is we're improving.
Yes.
Yes. I like to hear, I mean, we're about, 2 months in, month and a half.
Month and a half,
I would hope it'd at least be improved.
Yes, and the person that we have right now that's covering the tip ball, she's doing a really good job of communicating. So as long as that person's doing that job, that's what we need.
Excellent. I love it. So, all right. So Western Wyoming, always a tough matchup. I mean, and it sounds like it's going to be really tough since they have been working together, and that chemistry is something that our team is kind of starting to find.
Hopefully.
And, I mean, I know you've had to put in a lot of different rotations and really kind of find the right one that works together. So it's...
Yeah, we got some aches and pains, so we're still trying to, we only have 10 really healthy bodies, and so we're trying to figure out what we're doing. And Saturday's not going to be a walkover. That's, they have a full team now, and they're playing really well together. So they took LCCC to 5 and Eastern to 5. So, yeah, we can't look past Gillette.
Yeah, this is their second year back, correct?
It
After
is.
Losing their team.
Yep. Well, and they never had volleyball. So,
okay.
So this is
all
really
brand new.
last year. So they're going to be strong. They got some big kids. So again, we're going to have to just if we keep our offense quick, I think we'll be okay against them. But who knows?
And how overall is that matchup? Are we kind of equal in height, or they got some hitters that we got to watch out for?
I think they do have some hitters to look out for. They run a 6-2, and so we're going to have to watch all 3 hitters every single time. The setter's not up front, but they do have a setter that from last year that she liked to take control as well. And she wasn't the one that just throws it over the net. She'll push it to the deep corner. So that's something a little bit different that we haven't seen, and so we are trying to work on that a little bit this week as well.
Yeah, that's definitely a different mindset usually when it's a tip, just over your hitters or your blockers, and then, now you got to scramble back to that corner, and hopefully it doesn't just land on line. You're like, oh.
Yeah, so we just, that's okay. That's what we work on, and that's what you watch film for.
Yeah, film, practice, all those fun things that we just love to prep for those wonderful, intense games. So you got Gillette on Saturday in Gillette. Thursday, you're here against Western Wyoming. We really hope to see you there, T-Bird fans, because we love to pack that Swede.
Yes, we do.
Because volleyball is all about momentum, and I tell you
it
what,
is.
A good fan base can be
huge.
A whole difference here.
Yep.
So, as our usual question, Coach.
Okay.
Wave your magic wand for this weekend. What are you wishing for?
I'm gonna wish that we are consistent serving wise, but we are aggressive defensively for the 2 games.
I take that. Yeah, none of this 13 service errors, right?
No. That was a lot.
And at least if they're, and we've talked about this too, at least if they're going to be errors, make them close, make them at least think about it.
Correct. Some of those are hitting the back wall.
Yeah, can't have that.
You can't have that. So
we need that consistency. We got the energy. We got a little bit of momentum. Let's go.
We hope.
Oh, yeah, let's go. All right, T-Bird fans, we hope to see you on Thursday, 6 o'clock, right?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, T-Bird Gym. We hope to see you there. And, of course, until next time.